We are practitioners, facilitators, observers of the magic of our client's soul coming out of their little cave and shining. It don't take much. Just time and silence. So, foundation, earth, you would think normally drumming. Now, if you have looked at the Tao of Sound, we include a list of instruments that include drumming and djembe and didgeridoo and everything that in a Tama-Do sound harmonization classic and one-on-one today we don't use. Oh my God, what happened to us? There is a story. In 1981, Fabien's first list of instruments for the root was a big clay ocarina. Ooh. Ooh. That's it. Unfortunately, being creative musicians, we got the bug that what if we tried other things? Many of you have heard of his classic CD, Resonance of Ancestral Memories. It was recorded, I think like around 1994 or something, and he uses 21 acoustic instruments because he's such a genius musician. There are the djembes, there are the didgeridoos. Fast forward, we print a workbook, there's all the instruments. Tao of Sound, there's all the instruments, and the sound healing world went crazy. Because if Tama-Do Fabien Maman, the founding father of vibrational sound therapy, was using all these instruments, I'm going to use them too, and then I'm going to try even more. And that's where we are today. Today we are in the chaos. And I want to take you back a little bit to where we have now come because of the accidents that I witnessed. When I came to Tama-Do in 2001, we were teaching in the New York Open Center, and there was a trumpet player blowing into the head of the client with a trumpet. Now, the trumpet had a mute on, but we were so Yang Ming back then, oh, metal. Let's try every musical instrument that is metal and blow this person to bits, which we did. In Cormet, where we were teaching, we got even more excited because our wonderful drummer came with all of his drums, and we started like a drum circle around one person on the floor. There was about 10 people doing really bad version of shamanic dancing. They were all white people. They had no idea what they were doing. They were shrieking and hollering, doing this voodoo exorcism on this poor woman lying on the floor. The woman got up at the end, went outside, and passed out under a tree for 3 hours. I was teaching level 1, and I just went, oh my God, we have to stop the drums. I was teaching down the way in another tent, level 1, and I was doing a TEP demonstration. First time in my life teaching. There goes level 2, doing instruments around the body, and there the drumming starts, the shamanic boom-ba-doom-ba, boom-ba-doom-ba, and it resonates down the hill into my tent. The client is a lovely woman from Colombia. And suddenly, she goes into a catatonic fit. And I'm like, well, this happens sometimes, but not all the time. And I'm like, fuck, what am I going to do? And I pulled her down. I got her down. She later said that the sound of the drums reminded her of a shamanic healing she did where somebody ripped her heart out of her body, and that it was a bad experience. I'm thinking, those drums, that noise, something's got to change. The universe gave me the solution. I was going to meet Fabien in the New York Open Center. We were going to teach again the harmonization, and there was a big snowstorm, and Fabien didn't make it. So Mr. Maestro with all the musical instruments didn't come, and there's me. I don't play musical instruments, and I'm like, okay. There in the workshop room was a big pitcher of water and a glass. And I'm a 5 elements girl. I was trained with shiatsu. I was trained with Worsley with the 5 elements. And I go, elements. I take the pitcher, I pour the water. And then I get sponges. And then I go, ooh, I can do this. This is easy. And that began Tama-Do Sound Harmonization Classique, where the musical instruments were put on the side, and we started doing very light little things.